Greetings and welcome to Western Oregon as Bandon Dunes Golf Resort once again plays host to a USGA championship. The best juniors in the world made their journey to Bandon in search of a title, but now 4 remain as semifinal action is underway. Time now for our marquee matches presented by Rolex. In that first semifinal, a couple of 17-year-olds battling it out. Wen Yi Ding, the 17-year-old from China, against Eric Lee from Fullerton, California. Ding with a 1-up lead. Both of those young men playing in their first ever USGA championship. The second semi, a couple of heavyweights. Caleb Surratt from North Carolina, Nick Dunlap from Alabama, and the defending champ Surratt, the 2-up lead through the first 7 holes of play.
Gust.
Couple of nice threes there by Dunlap and Surratt. Oh, Nick Dunlap needed this one for birdie.
Yeah, about 15 feet right up the hill, just a little left or right.
Clutch. Again, that was just a short time ago. So Nick Dunlap 2 down in this match against Caleb Surratt. And
US Junior Amateur, so why break up a winner?
Contact sounded good.
7-iron on the way, high cut, right at the right side of the green.
Boy, that was a huge golf shot right there. Just goes to show you there's not just power on the PGA Tour, but you got these young guys coming up that are just got to land this just a fraction right of this whole location. It will feed a little to his left.
Coming in pretty low, just left of it.
Have a good shot, bud.
I think you'll be pretty happy with that. There's a little bit of a runoff there left of that where hole is strong enough to where you have to incorporate a little bit of influence of the wind into the read of your putts today.
Exactly. I think no wind. This is probably a ball outside right, but he's aiming about a cup outside left.
And that was the point I was getting at with you earlier, note of
Back into you, so definitely going to want to pull that pin after he hits it.
Nice control of speed there, gave it a chance to go in just a little bit low on the read. You can talk about that wind. These are really the difficult putts that the wind can challenge you on. Number one, holding your positions and getting that putter to follow on its line, and that is a nice execution there after a poor drive. To have that hole is pretty lucky for Dunlap. Boy, he is swinging that driver with a great deal of commitment. Usually when you pick the tee up that quick, you will like where it's starting and usually where it ends up. You end up going in there, it is very, very difficult to get up and down.
Dunlap on the tee.
A really nice aggressive swing there by Nick.
It didn't look like he gave that one the full service there. Just a nice little placement drive for Nick Dunlap, but I think it would be huge for him to get the tee back if he can.
Oh.
Try and hold the line. You can see the flagstick coming in just out of the right, so got to be a solidly struck shot to have a chance.
It's starting left, and the wind is catching it, and now it's moving left. It's going to have to catch a liver over here in the fescue.
Oh, boy.
Gonna need to.
There's fescue, and then there's that stuff.
Keep the spin off of it and left of the hole.
Yeah, just try and land it short and left of this green if you can.
Started on a really nice line. Staring at it, he's kind of just hoping for it to go just a little bit.
Boy, the wind just knocked it down. Smiley came up about 15 to 20 yards short, but still in a better position than his opponent, and going to have a chance to cut into that lead.
He's hitting it too far. If you hit it too far, it goes rolls all the way off the green, about 40 yards away.
Yeah, where he has to land this is downhill. This is a hard shot.
Pretty well executed. He just had to make sure his mistake was short there.
I thought so. We'll break off to the right. He played a lot of break there.
This for par, noted to go 3 up with 7 to go.
This would be a huge putt coming from that fescue.
boy, Dunlap dodges another one there, but you know, sort of play that way from behind all day.
Never seemed to get comfortable over that one.
Camera angle, Smiley, looks like just a little flip wedge.
It is, and this wind is really catching this golf ball. It's heading left and needs to catch that left center of the green.
Just hung onto that far left-hand portion of the putting surface.
Around when they were playing on the 4th hole. This has started probably 20 yards further right, and this is heading right at it, guys.
There you, oh, wow.
Just caught the apron, got a soft bounce, and now is going to face the same second shot that Wenyi Ding faced earlier in his match, which was not a very easy shot.
Today playing golf, you just have to clip these perfectly. And that's what can happen.
Things sort of falling apart now on Nick Dunlap, and if Caleb Surratt's able to win this hole, the end seems to be nearing.
Dunlap still away, his third.
Yeah, very similar shot. Just kind of have to clip it again, and he's going to elect to take the hill out of play this time. Give himself about 4 feet. Yeah, Caleb in such an advantage here. Only about 30 feet back into the wind. He just needs to get this inside of 3 feet, and we should be moving to the next hole.
Ooh, a little bit of a misread there. Still going to have a little work. I think we're going to.
Just kind of in that little tough area there where you're going to definitely have to put a coin down if you putty inside 4 feet out here in this wind.
Coming off with a short miss on the previous. There's another
Did it
one.
Again. He's made an absolute mess of 11 and 12.
Guys.
Head scratcher, really.
He's going to be aiming about 15 feet right of it, trying to hit a high cut to hold the green. Starts on line with the pin, moving right to that spot, about 15 feet right of it. Very well done.
Lee's looking at.
A moment ago at 13, second for Surratt.
You can see that huge hump.
198 yards for Caleb, a full jumper lie. How about a pitching wedge, guys?
Good job, bro.
Driver, pitch, and wedge. It's downwind, but to the defending champ, Nick Dunlap, and here is Surratt. Eagle putt here at 13.
Slow putt all the way back into the breeze. Tough one to read. Putting up and through that trough in the middle left section.
Dunlap for eagle to win the hole.
Straight back up to the hill. Just one of these putts you just got to try to get that pace right.
How about it?
Burko, this is the first time in the entire match it feels like Caleb has to make a putt to keep the momentum. So let's see if he's able to bury this 6-footer. I think we get a little momentum switch, boys.
Driver wedge for Surratt to that par 5 and loses the hole.
Low T driver here for Nick. Just needs to avoid the 4 bunkers that sit in this fairway. It's heading a little left.
Yeah, this one's going to need a lucky bounce. And it doesn't appear that he got it based on his reaction.
It's just a drive that, you know, it seems like there's so much space, and you just have to find almost pick one of these bunkers and just rip it right at it.
And he seems to like his a little bit more.
Just heading up the left side of the fairway.
Moment ago, the second for Dunlap from the bunker.
Yeah, 147 yards from this fairway bunker back into the breeze. Such a difficult shot, especially just to hit it solid.
Just came up and out of it. Didn't catch it all. Caught a little bit too much sand there, and
basically just find the green. It's all the way back in the corner of this green, so you definitely need to make sure you don't hit it long and keep it short of the hole. This heading just a little bit to the left. Needs to get down.
That works.
Needs to go.
And not his best effort. He's had pretty good speed control all day, Smiley. That was just a little bit tentative. Yeah, usually his misses have been a little push. He's got to stay down and release the blade.
Just a misread, guys. He thought it went right.
Surratt at 14 for par to win the hole.
Dead straight putt.
Yeah.
Look at that. We haven't seen
Little
that all
emotion
day.
now.
He
First
knows.
fist pump of the day, guys.
Yeah, he has a sense that he's on the cusp.
190 yards back straight into the breeze. This hole is impossible today. This starting left needs to get down.
Started left, stayed left, finished left.
Right, so that's going to run down. There's a walkway there between 15 and 16 tee. Really a perfect shot here to get it on the green. There's no margin for error.
There's absolutely no margin of error noted. It's a very difficult shot. 4-iron on the way here for Nick. This is on an awesome line, really low, just right of it. Needs to get up.
If it doesn't get up, it'll run back all the way. If it
Stay there,
God.
ball.
Oh, I thought about it.
It's trying, and I don't think it's going to stay up there. And that was literally 2 feet from climbing up and on the green. But
40 yards, and he's got to really clip this chip perfectly back into the breeze. Came out a little low, decided to bump it into it, and actually very nice shot there, guys.
Yeah, that's a sporty play there by Dunlap.
I didn't see that one. That was impressive.
Head over to 10, which is the first extra hole now. Surratt at 15.
Yeah, just a tricky little shot here. Kind of have to guess it, a little guesswork here, and he's actually played it very nicely. I mean, that was a very difficult shot if he hit it too far.
Wow. 15. Surratt to close things out.
And that's it, guys.
Yeah, had a couple of putts to move on, and Caleb Surratt, the 18-year-old from Indian Trail, North Carolina, he has yet to trail in any match this week. He's locked into the championship showdown on Saturday.
yeah, certainly set himself up as the player to beat. Highest ranked player in the field, and certainly playing like it.
Well, Caleb, the hot summer continues, my man. What was it like out there today with this blusterous conditions? I know Nick has had tons of experience, and I know going up against him was quite the battle today.
Yeah, it was a battle, and not only this morning, but this afternoon and this morning were just as equal battles. And I felt like I did a good job of keeping my head down, and Lord willing, it worked out. And I'm super thankful for the opportunity just to be here, and let alone to be in contention towards the end of the week.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like you had control of your golf ball pretty much the entire day. And when you did have mistakes, it seemed like you actually got some pretty nice breaks, like even on 11 in that fescue. Talk about those type of shots when the momentum could have switched and you're able to hold on to it.
Yeah, I told my caddy, and we talked before the round, we knew that a lot of pars and even bogeys on some holes would tie and win holes. And you can't come out here and try to shoot 7 under, because frankly nobody's done it in the last 3 days. So just knowing that even par and 1 over is winning a lot of these matches, it makes it easier when you get in trouble just to simply get out and just don't shoot yourself out of it. So I felt like that's what we did, and once again, Lord willing, it just worked out.
And you mentioned your caddy is your future golf coach at Tennessee, Coach Brennan Webb. What was it like having him out there? Maybe did you convince him enough to put you in the lineup for the whole fall?
Yeah, we're not worried about that right now. We're worried about going out there and doing our job tomorrow. And he's done a great job of keeping me focused and just doing what I have to do day by day, and not just on, but off the golf course. So super blessed to have him in my life, and let alone here this week.
Well, congratulations, my man. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Back to you, Burko.
He's going to have a great look at birdie. Quickly over to 10 on the tee.
See those bunkers down the middle there? You get that on line?
Yeah, it's working towards one of them. Should be over it, though, with the 3-wood. Wind working it well left. The wind is really heavy right now, about 20 miles an hour.
So that was the tee shot of Win Yi.
So this is one he doesn't have to worry about zipping it back or anything. He's just got to try to flight it a little bit down so that wind doesn't hit it too much. This is up a little more than he wants, I would imagine. But really good shot.
Good result for Ding. He'll have that for birdie.
60 yards, really good look at it. Just hit a little low checker in there. Well, that's what he's doing.
Couple of good ones there by Lee Ending.
Using that natural slope just to the right of where the 10th hole is cut to bring it back.
Green at the 10th. A moment ago, big birdie putt here for Eric Lee.
It really is. We're to get him right back into the thick of things here. You see him just lined out just outside the right edge. Boy, that thing snapped off on him. Did not expect.
Wind is a factor as we look at Ding. He's able to make that.
Yeah,
he's able to go 2 up, but where does the wind really come into play, Noda?
It comes into play
putting
throughout the bag. I mean, players are just having to deal with.
He's got 197 cover the front.
Tripp, you want nothing to do with a line at this hole. There's nothing good right of this green. Got to keep it left of this hole location.
Good shot.
And that doesn't surprise me. There's
215 yards. Noda needs to get something going to get back into this match, but I don't know if this is the place to push it.
This is not the hole to roll the dice. This is something conservative. Try and get it just left of the hole if he can. That is where all of the sort of safe zone is, and that is an exceptional shot there, Tripp.
Just a moment. This also a moment ago, the third for Ding at 11.
He's got to keep this low and out of the wind and do as much as he can to get it to the hole.
Oh, how about almost in the hole on a fly?
Well, still came up just a bit short, but that was a very nice effort by Ding.
Now Lee, this on the way at 11 to win the hole.
Very important to get that down in 2, and he has done that. I imagine that will be conceded. Now the momentum is on Ding's side right now. He can keep it at a really important part in the match if he were to bury this one.
We talk about the wind putting back straight into the wind, so he's got to keep the pace up.
Yeah, and it should go a little to his left.
He thought it would. It didn't. Lee able to pick one up.
Yeah, this is a wedge in hand, 135. The wind is mainly right to left, but a little bit of hurt in it. Really don't want to go past this flag. Low ball, turning left, needs to sit.
Just caught a very hard bounce forward. Anything
Than Lee does. Oh, this is way up in the air. Wind's got it now. This should be about the right club, little left.
come up short and now down into a little bit of the collection area. The tough part about that chip now is he's going to have to be coming up to an elevated green there from where
this was Lee for par.
And back up the slope. Got to give this some hit. Does not seem to be finding the appropriate speed. Saw him leave one short at 10.
When if he were to bury this one, oh, it looks good.
It is.
Wow.
Just enough.
That is a dagger right there.
How about that up and down?
Straight downwind. We talked about the 11th and the 5th. Two tough par fours playing straight into the wind. 9th and 13 here. Just giving the players a little bit of an opening to go ahead and rip one, try and take advantage. Where they landed there, it is about 80 yards wide. So you hit that area and it is like a runway. It is going to take off and go forward. Lee is aiming. He's got to just start it there. Let the wind pull it just a little to the left, catch that speed slot and get it to jump on forward.
Oh,
there it is.
kick.
There it is.
Might have killed it just
Wow,
a little
I don't know,
bit.
but I think you got a little short change right there with that bounce.
Over at 13 with Eric Lee.
7-iron on the way from 206 all the way back. 187 covers the front.
Absolutely have to stay left of this whole location. Otherwise, it does that. It'll feed off to the right, and he's lucky that will stay on the green.
Yeah, but he's 66 yards in front of Lee. He's got 143 to the front, Noda.
See if he can get this one to
Oh,
cooperate.
it's to the right. That was a sloppy shot from there. The lie was not that bad.
Yeah, I think there's a little mound that sits right in front of that hole.
Feet and breaking to his left pretty much the whole way, especially up into this tier.
Ooh, that is nicely judged.
Now back over here. Green at 13. Ding for eagle to win the hole.
Saw this putt at the end come a little to his left. Boy, that is well short. Gonna have to put some change on that one and take a read. And
It's that close, Noda. I mean, this wind is a constant 20 right now. You get a gust every now and then, it'll move him off.
Good two putt.
wow.
And he's not short in stature, so that wind can move him around a little bit.
It's a moment to go.
This hole is tucked back in the far right corner of this green, but if you can get it online and you get it back there, you can be aggressive. This might come back off the slope.
Waiting for it. Oh, might have went.
Oh, gosh, that was close to being really, really good.
That was risky.
He might have seen what was going on there, and if players have done their homework, they know they can be aggressive here. Nice little three-quarter motion, trying to keep the ball down just a touch. And that's what you would expect in not trusting the yardage or the swing there, and kind of got caught up in the wind.
They've got a little decision to make there. We go over to 14. This was the third for Ding.
This will come back just a touch. You see that there's a big slope in the back section of this green that Lee was very unlucky not to catch. I mean, literally, Lee's ball was maybe a couple yards too far.
Go over to 14, the third for Lee.
Really not hard. All he's got to do is just get this one started.
You were right, Noda.
Nice effort there, yeah. Doing your homework and knowing these hole locations. We had a couple players in these semifinals with local caddy. A little bit of magic to try and repeat that this year.
Moment to go. Ding for par to tie the hole. Oh, what a four there.
Boy, walking that one in. Players putt.
And this is extremely hard to get the right pace, Noda.
Just got to get it to creep over the edge of the green. That looks a little hot to me.
Yeah, that's a lot hot. But really a smart play. Did not want to leave a downhill putt. Didn't want to risk leaving it up there. Milestone, that was a good shot. And just, there you go. Now, let's see if Ding can step up and make a putt.
Yeah, it swings, but Ding's just up to the task right now. He made a huge putt to tie the previous, the par 5. And now here's got to make another one. Let's see if he can keep up this trend.
Yeah, the wind is moving this to the left as well. Yep.
That's what Lee needed.
All right.
So, Noda, don't you think?
I really do. If he can get anything on the green, I mean, he's still one down. He could just tie this hole and maybe try and stretch it out at 17 and 18.
Yeah, that's actually pretty doggone good right there. That's very respectable from there. That's one heck of a shot.
Really well done by Lee.
Great creativity, understanding.
Ding second.
Well, much easier shot pitching all the way across the green.
And a better result.
Yeah, that's what you would expect. You know, he gave himself a great angle with the tee shot and able to get about half the.
Watch Lee for birdie here at 16.
Well, tell me his putts have been a little tentative. This is not time to be tentative. He could actually take control of this match if he were to go ahead and try to give this a run and pour this in and put the pressure back on Ding. That's a good looking putt right there. Oh, the wind got it at the end. That was a good effort.
Still, though, trip to make 4 from where he hit his tee shot. Not bad, all things considered.
With these two holes in front of you, it's going to be tough to not, the way he's playing, to lose this, but that'll be left. The wind got that one too.
Oh, he might have to spot that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that one, no, he gave it to him. I'm a little surprised by that.
Ding.
138, that's a wedge on the way. Left of the hole, working back towards it, now past it and to the right. Got to go.
Boy, you better have your yardage calculations right here, Tripp, because anything short or right is going into that deep penalty area where you most likely will not find it. This is the most accessible one. You know, just get it over that penalty area, trust your yardage, and you have to hit it flush.
He's hit some quality shots. 118, this is all this is, a gap wedge. This is left, working to the right. This could be really good if it's the right number.
Oh, that is nicely done right there. Lee making a late charge.
No issue getting the putter on the ball here. Oh, that's got some speed. Oh, man, that looked good right there.
That was good. Wonderful effort by Wen-Yi Ding.
That's exactly what he had to do.
Yeah, gave it a look. Wasn't too frisky. Par's going to be conceded. There it is. And now
problem is the wind's coming across to the right. So what does that factor? I'd put it on the left edge and give it a run. Oh, my goodness.
Well, he gave it a run. And I think Wen-Yi's going to say, I want to see that one.
Yeah, and that's the same distance that.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tripp, that was about the same one.
And want to see that 2.5 footer. Eric Lee needs it to play more golf. And he's got it.
Reach those bunkers, but you want to keep them just a touch left because the ball will run out left to right.
And the wind's left to right and hurting. Good drive here. That's a good one. Because note, I don't think you can get to those bunkers. It's going at them, but I don't think you can get to them.
You talk about the wind out of this direction, sort of the prevailing wind this.
No, right is a no-no. Oh, this is duck hook. This is left, going left.
If it misses that one bunker
Oh, and it
there,
went into the high stuff over there. He's going to have a lot of trouble.
Didn't see that.
150, 120 yards in front of him. And this one's fine. Just down the right center of the fairway.
just trying to set up the third there. See it running hard on these very firm fairways, a little to the right.
Wen Yi-ding with the one-stroke penalty, so you make 5 here. Eric Lee's got to think he's going to play some more golf.
Absolutely. 281 all the way back to the hole. He's got an iron in hand. I'm surprised there's tons of room left.
Well, I think he's going to try and hit something flat.
Yeah, this is flat, Noda, but it's working a little more right than I would want it.
You better hope it stays short of the bunkers there. That should be okay based on he didn't look too worried there.
Again, a lot of room. House or 2 away from being ideal. Now the 4th for Ding at 18.
Really important. He gets it all the way up on this shelf where this hole is. 137. Wind is to the right and good distance. If it stays there, it does.
All right, so he's going to have a chance for his par here at the last with the one-up lead.
Set up right now, but it's tough to get it all the way back to the hole when you got to get so much sand involved.
He's done a really good job of it, Noda. This is a great shot.
How about that by Eric Lee?
Excellent. Slope taking all the momentum off, and now Ding.
Oh, that was for par. What a 5 that would have been. So you would think that 6 is going to be conceded. It is so. And Eric Lee's 2 putts from that point to win the hole also conceded. So Lee wins the 18th. The match is tied. They're going to go on to extra holes.
This is another one. It's to the right, kind of hanging right, a little further right than he wants it, I would think.
Just in that area.
Last swing wasn't good. This one's fine. This is he hit this one hard.
Yeah, he didn't leave anything in the bag there.
Thought about getting to the top.
He's not able to see any section of the flag, so he's got to just trust all the repetition and routine and create that outcome.
This needs to sit. Not a good shot in that situation.
Going to come up about 18, 20 feet behind the hole. Not entirely terrible.
Ding can do. And this is that bunker shot similar to the length that Lee had on the last hole. Oh, no. This one's going to go over the green, I think. No, it didn't. It stopped.
Wow.
That was actually a nice effort there. It's going to get there. It's online.
Oh, just lost pace at the end.
Yeah, that will not be conceded.
No, no, no.
Yeah, I think Lee, he knows if he misses this, he's going home.
And he did not perform well in pressure on 18T. Let's see what he can do here.
This for par to extend it. All right.
Day trip, just kind of mitigating the wind just a touch.
Oh, this is a really good ball right here. This is nice between those bunkers on the far right and that center bunker. This is a good-looking drive.
Just stays there. He should be, and that's exactly where you
Good swing. This is turning over. It should stay in the fairway.
It just does roll into the thick stuff. I mean, from this lie, a little unpredictable with how much it's going to run out, so he can play this about 10, 12 yards short and try and get it to skip on back there.
Oh, this is up in the air. This is right of the hole, and that's fine. 115.
A little three-quarter holdout finish. Did he get it on
This
line?
looks good. Just left of it. The slope could help it. Nope, it didn't get all the way back there. Sloppy shots.
You wonder if he had thoughts of what he did about an hour ago where it got a little too aggressive.
Similar angle as what Surratt came in from. Just a
Up
little
over
left
the
to right.
hill. Yeah, up over the hill now, breaking to the right. That's got to slow down.
Most of the day, let's see if he can come up under this situation.
Yeah, not a hard putt. Doesn't have any slope to go over. So, like you said, his speed's been good. That's carrying some
My
speed.
goodness.
Holy moly.
You don't think these young men are feeling some pressure right now? This is exactly what it looks like. If you ever want to know.
You ever want to know what it's like? Nervous in this? No, you should. There's nothing wrong with being nervous. You just got to, like you said, handle it with the regular routine. Great. Now the pressure's back on Lee. Here we go. There's a lot, that's for sure.
That was a very poor stroke and a very poor end to a great match.
Yeah, Wen Yi Ding, the 17-year-old from China,
Mr. Ding wins 20 holes.
prevails in extra holes, becoming the second player from China to make the finals in this junior amateur championship. Bo Jin did it in 2019. Wen Yi, a big spot for him. Also, take this into consideration, looking to become the first male player from China to win any USGA championship.
You got to give